Hey guys, welcome back to Yankee Valley Outdoors. And in today's video, I would like to show you guys my little chestnut orchard. Mostly just the few little chestnut trees I have that have grown pretty big over the years. So without further ado, let's get right into the tour. So since you guys know I've been away for the summer, I haven't been able to check on my chestnut trees till now. But just taking a look right here, this one has gotten huge since I've been gone. I gave a little bit of an update before I left, but goodness, this little guy right here is climbing. These are the cages I built out of free wood I got. Look at the stalk on this thing. But yeah, this is just a bunch of free wood and a little bit of caging I had left over from my chicken coop. I put it together, and just these little wood boxes have held up nicely and kept the deer out of my trees. And look right here, like already, this tree is doing amazing. Over here we have this one, which is leaning a little bit, but look how tall it is. This was like the second video on my channel making these boxes, and it's so cool to see how much they've grown since I made them. The ones that are not in them are not doing the best, but the ones that are in them, like this guy right here, are doing amazing. That tree is probably 10 feet tall. Well, maybe not 10 feet tall. 9 feet tall? It might be 10 feet tall. I'm not exactly sure, but it's going over a cliff a little bit, going towards the sun. But we are doing amazing with the growth on that tree. That is so cool. These are the first chestnut trees I've actually planted. Right here we have I'm pretty sure this is a butternut. It's a little close to the others, but I think it's fine. This tree right here is not in a cage, and the deer have eaten it off so many times, but it's actually making some ground up, catching up in height. Nowhere near as big as this tree, but it's doing pretty good. I still need to get a surround around it, but it is close to these other ones, and I have all these very close, not spaced properly, but I think it's fine. Right down there, we have another one that seems to be doing great. Is not in a cage, but as much brush is around it, it should be fine. Let's go around here. So I said our butternut, it's either a butternut or a walnut. I think it's a butternut, so that's one of the only butternuts on this whole property. Right here we have this one. I will take a tour through this brush, hopefully not rip my legs up. But right here we have this one, which is doing spectacular. These will be my, I will grow these trees, and the nuts off these I will sell, or I will grow into trees and then sell them for food plot trees. But it is doing spectacular, and I am very, very happy about it. It looks so good. That is so cool. Yeah, down there's another one actually, but I'm not sure where it is. Coming over here, we have some chestnut trees I had in pots for years. This was the one I had in a pot for I think 4 years, and it has exploded in growth since it's been here. Not doing as good as the ones that are up in the woods, but it's doing pretty good. I mean, those ones are in a grow container, or the thing I made, so they can grow straight up. But this one isn't growing straight up, but it's doing great. The thing vibrated. I thought it was a snake. It died off last year, I guess because of a cold snap, but it's now back up about as tall as it was. Not doing as good as it could be, because it has not been raining. I've been gone this summer, but apparently this summer has been super, super dry. But overall, it's still growing pretty good because it got in the ground pretty deep. And believe it or not, having all this grass around actually keeps moisture in the ground. Places that don't have grass, and I cleared the areas over, those trees don't do as well as the ones that have some added shade. Coming over here, here's another one I had in a pot for years, and it's doing pretty good. The deer have not messed with it yet, probably because I have tires around it. They don't want to trip on them. That one's doing good. We'll come down here. I got another one over here. I got another one in a cage, actually. I cleared some of the grass away from it. It's growing good. And I think it's better sometimes to grow up in grass, especially during a hot summer, because it keeps the tree from drying out. There's one more up here I will show you. And then we'll get on to our last tree. The American chestnuts will be part of a different video. Go through this maze of drawers. I'm in Crocs too, so that's not the best option, but here we go right there. There's our other one, and that concludes these trees. Right here we have our biggest chestnut trees on the property. These are hybrids. You can see there's nuts on them, but I don't expect them to actually do much because it's been so dry. So there may not be many nuts this year like last year. But it's still cool to see this tree's doing pretty good. Doesn't look scorched too bad by the sun. You can see though that it is dry in the leaves, but nothing in immediate danger. It's kind of sad though that it's been a drought this year. Coming along this way, you can just see there are definitely nuts up here, but I'm not sure once again if they're going to do anything. These are the two oldest ones on the property. The nuts off these trees I've been growing and then selling them for food plots. These trees seem to have decent genetics. I mean, they've lived this long. I'm not sure exactly how old they are, but they're probably 15 years or more. And they're doing relatively good. You can definitely tell though, we need some rain. But yeah, if you wanna, I'll come over and show you guys the bases of the trees. Right here is the base of the tree. Not a big tree, but overall pretty good. Some type of hybrid once again. I'm not sure, but I know when their blight shows up, it heals it shut. So it's definitely more Chinese or Japanese than it is American. But overall, that's a pretty good base on it. It's a double tree, and then has a fork right there too. This one's more straight up, but it's clearly not an American chestnut. American chestnuts don't grow like this. This one's doing good. There's a tire there that's going to need cut off soon, but the base is doing pretty good. If you want to take a look at the leaves, yeah, it's doing pretty good. Definitely what I use when I'm selling trees, getting the offspring from these. And I think they make a decent hybrid tree. They produce a lot of nuts on good years. And just overall, it's cool to see. Now there was a third one of these, which I've never had in a video, but it died of the blight, which I'm guessing it had more American genetics than the other two. This one loses a lot of limbs, so I'm guessing this one's a little bit weaker than this one. It's also kind of thin on leaves this year. Most of this is all because of the drought. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It's cool to get back out here and show you guys our chestnut trees. The drought has taken a hit on those two bigger trees. Not like a bad hit, but you can tell that they're not doing as good as they could be because they definitely need some water. When it comes to those smaller trees, they seem to all be doing good, not really struggling for water. But yeah, those two bigger ones, you can definitely tell they need some water. Just by looking at the leaves over here, I can see that they're kind of like, eh. But yeah, it's just been a dry summer here in Western Pennsylvania. Hopefully the rain starts picking up soon. Thank you guys once again so much for watching. I hope you guys will drop a like on this video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe for more content. And as always, keep it electrified. I'll see y'all later.